Do you know you can actually create a full cinematic video right now using AI? So I'm going to show you exactly how you can create a video similar to this. So let me play this video. One of the video performing very well.
Wow.
So I'm going to show you exactly how you can achieve this using AI, which is actually from Higgsfield.ai. So ensure you watch this video from beginning to end. So you have to come to this website, which is called Higgsfield.ai. So this particular AI tool actually have a lot of tools you need: Nano Banana, Kling, C Dance 3.0, different AI tool in just one dashboard. So when you actually get over to this platform, I'm going to drop the link inside the video description for you to try them out, to you to use to create any movie you actually want to create. So you are going to locate a Cinema Studio 2.0, or you can use this option to be able to get access to the platform. So I'm going to click on it so that I walk you through exactly how you can be able to create any kind of a movie using this platform. So over here, this is the dashboard. As you can see, I've created several videos because I've been testing this platform out for days to be able to work actually use it, so that I can actually teach you guys how you can actually use it to create any movie or any video you actually want. Whenever you actually log into this dashboard, you're going to see a blank space because you are not actually creating any movie or any scene. So for you to actually understand this whole process, so let me explain. So we have a director panel. So this director panel actually implies that if you have a character, maybe a father, a mother, or a consistent character, so you can use the director panel. And also, if you actually want to control the speed, you can actually control the speed, which is the auto over here. So we have a lot of function custom. You can actually control the speed of your action, maybe a linear action. You can actually choose anyone, maybe a slow motion type of movie. You can actually do anything you actually want using the speed control model. So but right now we are going to actually leave it as a auto, so that we can be able to get AI can decide for us. So but for example, if you want to make any video, planning is very, very important. So the first thing I would actually recommend you should do is to actually go to ChatGPT. You have to go to ChatGPT to actually tell ChatGPT your story, so that it can be able to help you plan how you can get a best result using Higgsfield.ai. So over here, this is one of the one I've done that actually got a better result. So as you can see, I said I want to create a movie, and I actually explain what the movie is all about. So I said a father was killed by all these hitmen, and the daughter they actually killed both father and the mother, and the dog actually out there to revenge the death of his parents rather. So this is the storyline. I actually type into ChatGPT, and ChatGPT actually give me the breakdown of the scene, like the scene 1, scene 2, scene 3, and the representation of the character that we can actually use inside the movie. So as you can see, we have up to 8 to 10 scenes. So the first thing we are going to do right now to ensure we get a consistent character is to actually generate the avatar of each character in that movie. So the first one is the father of the movie. So we are going to copy this particular prompt, then come over to our dashboard over here. So as you can see, we are currently on the video mode, so we are going to change it to image, so that we can be able to generate the image of the person you actually want to represent. So we are going to actually paste it over here. We are going to paste the prompt over here. Then you can actually choose the batch. If you want to generate like 3 or 4 images, you can choose 2, or let's assume that we are going to use 1, so that we are going to need this particular image for our first frame, which is very, very important. So then you are going to choose the aspect ratio of the movie you actually want to generate. Like a normal movie should be around 16:9, which is a very cinematic movie you actually want to create. So also you can choose your resolution. So if you want 2K resolution, you can choose that, and if you want 4K resolution, we can actually go with 4K resolution. And we have a grid size. If you actually want 1:1 type of generation, or 2:2, like you want different variation, so let's assume that we are going with 1, so that I can be able to show you how it works. So I'm going to generate the 3 character or 3 avatar inside our movie that we want to generate. So I'm going to generate it, then show you what to do next. So as you can see, I've successfully generated the dog, the daughter, and also the father. So we have our 3 main characters that we are going to be portraying inside this movie. So what we are going to do next is very simple and very straightforward. So we are going to make sure that from scene to scene, this particular character are being consistent. So for we to actually achieve that, so we are going to click on this art option over here. Click on this art option. So we are going to go over to it, then click on create an element. So we are actually going to use the first frame as our reference image, so that whenever we are actually generating any scene from one scene to another, so the character will be consistent, the face will be the same, the action will be the same, so we can be able to get a perfect character. So I'm going to actually click on this generate an element, so then actually upload the image. So I've actually downloaded the 3 character over there. So I'm going to upload the first image, upload the image of the father, also another headshot of it, so that we can be able to have our first character. So I'm going to click on save, then actually do it for both the dog and also for the father. So if you want, like if you have like a 3 or 4 avatar or character inside the movie, so this is where you are going to upload it, so that you can be able to get a consistent character, so you can be able to tag them whenever you are making your video. So I'm going to create another one for the daughter and also for the dog. So guys, as you can see, we've successfully created the dog, the daughter and the father, which are the main character in the movie we are trying to create. So let me now show you exactly how you can create your movie using Higgsfield.ai. So we are going to change from this image to actually video. We are going to change it to video. Then we are this particular section, which is the director panel. So you're actually indicating someone that is involving in that particular scene you are trying to create. So let's assume that we are going to click on it, then choose the character that is involved, so that we can be able to get consistent character from the scene 1 to the scene, like maybe scene 1 to scene 5 to scene 6. So it's going to be consistent all throughout during the video generation. So we are going to click on add a character. So let's assume that we are starting the first frame with the father. So I'm going to choose the father over here, choose the father, then actually use the element. So that is the first thing we are supposed to do to ensure that we get a consistent character. So you can actually tag the character here inside the prompt option. So there are a lot of options we can actually use over here. There are a lot of options. So if you want a situation where we want to generate the scene one by one, so we are going to choose the single shot. So what it means is that, for example, when we go over to our ChatGPT, so if you want to generate this first scene on its own, so we are going to copy this first scene, copy the first scene, then come over to our dashboard. So we are going to paste the first scene over here. So, and if you check the first scene, so they said a wealthy cinematic laboratory at night, a wealthy African scientist working alone, and dog is actually involved. So we can tag the dog so that we can be able to get a constant character. So I'm going to tag the dog also over here. To tag the dog, so this is the dog. I'm going to tag the dog so that whenever I generate this particular scene, it's going to actually show the exact image of this dog. So I'm going to tag the dog. So if I should click on generate right now, so it's going to generate this scene for me. But there are a lot of options you are going to choose if you want to generate it one by one, like scene by scene. So this is option for your aspect ratio, like if you want to choose 16:9, or if you want to choose 21:9, which is the highest ratio for any cinematic video. So, and if you want to choose probably the aspect ratio, we have 720p or 1080p. So we are going to choose that. So we actually want a very quality scene, so we are going to choose 1080p, and this is where you are going to choose the mode or the mode of the video or the scene. So if it's actually a horror movie, we are going to choose an horror, and if it is action, we are going to choose it over here. As you can see, this is action movie, and if it's a comedy scene, so you are going to specify the kind of a scene you actually want. So but right now, this atmosphere, I think cinematic lightning, so I believe suspense should be very, very good for this particular session. So over here, as you can see, we can actually choose the speed of this particular scene. So you can choose the speed if you want a custom speed or a very fast speed, so you can choose that, but let's leave it to auto so that the AI can be able to decide for us. So the next thing we are going to do is to choose the first frame. Before we can actually generate any scene with this tool, we are going to choose our first frame, which is very, very important. So I'm going to click on upload, then we can actually choose the first frame from this image we are actually generated. So I'm going to click on image generated, so for us to actually find our first frame we generated. So I believe the movie actually starts with this father, which is the man. So then we are going to click on generate. So one thing that I want you to notice, you can specify the duration of your video. So I believe if you should it can be 12 minutes, it can be 2 minutes, depending on how many minutes you actually want to actually generate your video. So for example, let's assume that we actually want just 4 seconds. So we actually click on generate, and this image will be this particular click or scene will be generated. So I'm not going to do that because I want to generate every scene once, so that I will show you the final result. So the next option you are going to choose, if you actually want to generate it once, so you are going to click on this option. Then you can choose multiple shot auto. So if you are choosing this multiple shot auto, so we are going to have multiple sessions, like you are going to copy all the prompts and AI is going to decide for you. It's going to create the scene by scene for you, which is very, very bad because you don't have control on what the next scene might be. You are actually leaving it for AI to decide for you. So I would actually advise that if you want to do a very long scene, so you can choose, you are going to change the option to multiple shots manual, so that you can be able to control the scene by scene. We are going to, this is the prompt we actually have for the first scene. So we can actually identify the amount of time. So if we actually want 4 minutes, so it's more of like a video editor. So and 2 people are actually involved, which is the father and the dog. So let's go back to our ChatGPT, then actually see the second scene is actually, the second scene actually involve like 2 people, the dog and also the father. So I'm going to copy the second scene, then come over to the dashboard. So I'm going to click on this second scene. As you can see, we have another blank space that we can actually copy our prompt, then we can generate it. So I'm going to actually paste our prompt over here. Then we are going to tag those people that are involved in the second scene. So it's very, very simple and very straightforward. So over here, so I'm going to actually tag them. So you can actually use art. So I'm going to find art. So as you can see, this is we have father 1 at, okay, then we have dog 2. So as you can see, I actually tagged 2 people that are involved in the second scene. So if you want to add another scene, all you have to do is to actually click on this add scene also. So we have scene 3. As you can see, it's very, very simple, very, very simple compared to you going to another tool, using Nano Banana, Clink. You can actually get all those things in one single dashboard. So let me go back to it, then copy everything. I think we can add up to 6 scenes at a go. Then I'll be able to see, I will show you the final result. So guys, I'll successfully choose all the scenes. We have scene 1, scene 2, scene 3, scene 4, and scene 5. So currently, I think they can actually accept just 5 scenes for you to actually generate any video using Higgsfield. So and each individual scene actually have its own prompt. So scene 2 have its own individual prompt, and so all those characters that are involved in scene 2. Also scene 3 actually have its own individual prompt. Then scene 4 actually have its own individual prompt. And inside each prompt, the mode, I actually change the mode to match what the prompt actually saying. If it is in horror movie or in action movie, you are going to change it to actually match what this mode is actually saying. So for example, you are going to actually turn up the audio so that you can be able to hear the background noise and also the sound effect and others. So over here, I think I'm ready to generate so that you can be able to see what the generation, like what the entire video is going to look like. So actually you are going to use the first frame. Without any first frame, your video will not be generated. So we started with the father, which is the man of the movie, then click on generate. So but if you actually want to get a better result, I've actually advised you that you should do single shot so that you can be able to control like the action and also the mode, so you can be able to control it effectively. So you can use any maybe CapCut or other editing tool to actually match everything together. So I actually want to show you the different features of this tool, so you can actually go ahead and actually do it yourself. It's very simple and very straightforward. So I'm going to wait for some minutes so that we can be able to see the final result of what this Higgsfield AI has generated for us as a movie or a cinematic movie. So guys, after waiting for some minutes, I actually get the video downloaded, but I actually face a lot of challenges. So I actually had like up to 6 scenes with the prompt, but I actually got a lot of refund due to the fact that it's telling me that one of my prompts is very bad, so I have to remove most of the prompts. I had up to 6, so as you can see, a lot of refund. So until I actually remove up to like 3 prompts before I can be able to generate this. So let me show you. Let me actually show you the final result. So so if you actually want to get a better result, because that's what I actually did to get a better result with the previous one I've done, is to actually use this. You are going to use this single shot. So by using single shot, you are going to get your clip faster. It's not going to take like maybe 3 to 5 minutes. You get it faster, and also you can be able to control everything within your capacity, like the time, like the duration. Also, maybe you want it to be fast. Also, if the movement, you can be able to control the movement individually. So whenever you actually generate all of them, you can just like combine all of them inside a CapCut or any kind of video editor. So that's what I actually did in one of the video I've generated. So, and also there's one thing I want to show you. So I actually want to show you, there's one thing that is very, very important that I will actually skip. So if you go over to the image and you actually want to generate your first frame or any image you want to use, so ensure you actually click on this this option, which is the camera lens. So you are going to choose from the camera lens. So over here, as you can see, we have different camera lens you can choose from. So it depends on the one you actually want, but the one that is very, very much better is this premium large format digital, and you can choose the lens of your camera. So you actually have premium mode, so you can choose any of them, and you can choose the focal length, which is about 35 mm. So, and also if you actually don't know what to choose, just go with this recommendation for you to get a perfect camera lens for any video you actually want to create. Then you click on save. So whenever you save it, as you generate your image, it's going to use this camera lens to generate any image you are going to be using. So let me now show you the one I generated, and you are going to see that we actually got a better result using this individual shots instead of we using the multiple shots, like using the multiple shot auto. So let me quickly show you the one I actually got using the individual shots and actually the first frame. So this is the movie. We are going to actually enjoy it. So I believe this tutorial is very, very helpful to you. So you can actually try this platform out. The link is going to be inside the video description, and if you have any question, you can drop it inside the comment section below so that I'll be able to respond to any of your question or any of your query. Thanks for watching today's video. Ensure you subscribe so that you can be able to see more video like this on this YouTube channel. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.